6:48, your top stories in today's Sunrise Smart Start this Thursday. News breaking overnight. Rochester police make an arrest after a home was shot in the city. That happened just after 11:30 at a house on Garnett Street. There was also a fire at the property, which was quickly put out. Police there say they saw a car fleeing the area. They chased after it. That chase ended in a Rondequoit where one suspect was taken into custody. Nobody was injured. New this morning out of Webster, a driver is in the hospital after a car slammed into a tree just before midnight. Here was the scene and damage on Lake Road. That driver, we're told, is expected to survive. Authorities haven't said anything about any tickets that could be issued. 3 teens are in the hospital after a triple shooting in Rochester. All 3 expected to survive. That happened on Genesee Street near Frost Avenue just before 7 p.m. A 13-year-old girl was found at the scene, and 2 boys, 14 and 17 years old, were brought to the hospital. Authorities believe that may have been related to a crash with a car on Frost moments before. There are no suspects in custody. 3 people under the age of 18 are suspected of starting this 5-alarm fire in the city back in March. That was at a warehouse property on Otis Street. 2 teens, a 14 and 15-year-old, charged with arson in the 4th degree. The 3rd suspect, just 8 years old, released to his parents, can't be charged under state law. Investigators say 3 kids went into the warehouse and they lit a pillow on fire. Multiple homes on Rogers Avenue were damaged that night. In total, authorities say there was more than $1 million in damage done. Because the 3 are minors, no names will be released. State troopers are investigating a deadly crash on the thruway that happened early Wednesday morning on 90 westbound between Batavia and the Pembroke exits. A 45-year-old man was hit and killed by a dump truck. That happened where the right lane was closed for repaving work. The victim was a site inspector. A crash in Rochester with a school bus and a car early yesterday morning near Hudson Avenue and Bernard Street with students on board. All the students are okay. No other injuries reported. 10 minutes to go until the top of the hour. Let's bring in our meteorologist, James Gilbert, for updates on the forecast. And boy, the conditions so much better this morning, James.
We were thinking yesterday that treadmill would be the best option.
Yeah.
On the inside for a walk. But green light for most. Now, some may still be a little bit sensitive out there, so it depends on the person here. But I think in general, we should be able to try to get outside and maybe stretch our legs a little bit, go on that dog walk. Temperatures starting off in the 50s, and it is going to be cool today. Afternoon highs are really struggling. I think a lot of us are staying in the 60s. We'll go town by town here. Brockport 62 for a high. Scottsville, you get to 63. Macedon, 64 degrees there on the canal. Bristol, 61. Naples, 60 degrees for a high today. Check out Arcade, stuck in the upper 50s this afternoon. Brennan?
All right, thank you, James. For a reference here, some video showing where the smoke is coming from. These are the fires in Canada's eastern provinces. Nearly 10 million acres already burned, 15 times more than the 10-year average just done this year. AMR teams have been a little busy with an uptick in calls surrounding respiratory issues. Of course, an ambulance just 1 call away. But the crews here say they will help. But try a few steps yourself first, such as staying inside when you can, if there's an alert for you. Find a spot where you're not exposed to particulates, and if you're headed out, avoid strenuous activities. Even wear a mask if you have one lying around. The smoke in the air led to a lot of closures yesterday, including all county parks, golf courses, and the Seneca Park Zoo shutting down. County leaders and Executive Adam Bellows say they are watching the air quality as to making calls for what to reopen today. It is much better right now. At the zoo, the team is making decisions to move certain animals inside based on the air quality, how it is day to day. In Rochester, Mayor Malik Evans has asked all our centers, sports fields, animal services, and library events to be moved inside as they wait for air quality to improve. Things that were scheduled for outdoor events that could not be moved inside, those were canceled for the time being. The smoke affecting so many events, and today's Heart Walk and Run has been decided to be moved inside. The annual event supports the American Heart Association. Again, that will be indoors at Monroe Community College tonight. That will get going around 6:15. It's usually outside at a local park. Just some of the adjustments we've seen made for the smoke. Again, yesterday, way worse. That's why everything was called off. As we wait for calls on what's happening today, what's coming back on the schedule, we'll keep you updated in our rolling list of modifications on the front page of RochesterFirst.com. Sunrise traffic here at 653 West Side coming into downtown. 490 okay, 390 all right as well. 590 southbound approaching the 490 split, good to go as well. The issue we've been tracking for the past half hour or so, a crash that had the left lanes blocked, two of them in Brighton. 490 westbound approaching 441 and the Penfield Road exit. We'll have another update of your morning drive at 725. Approaching the final days of the school year, we have a story this morning about options for young people to get them ready for jobs in the future. Jatira Marsh explains what's out there for them to take advantage of. Jatira.
The Center for Youth organization partners with young people to help guide them to their full potential by creating opportunities, removing barriers, and promoting social justice. I stopped by the center to learn about opportunities they have available that people can take part in now. One of those opportunities is their out-of-school workforce program, which is geared towards 18 to 24-year-olds.
We don't provide jobs, but we get you everything you need to get a job. So for instance, let's say I am a parenting young person and childcare is a barrier. Then you can work with your workforce navigator and they can help you find childcare so that you can interview, so that you can go to work.
And in addition, they assist with housing, transportation, and mock interviews. For more information on this program, along with other programs available, visit our website at rochesterfirst.com. Brennan, back to you.
All right, Jatira, thanks. The American Hockey League has announced Amherst forward and Sabres prospect Yuri Kulich made the inaugural AHL Top Prospects team for the season. He put together a strong year, 24 goals scored, totaling 46 points in 62 games. He's only the fourth player in league history to score more than 20 goals during his season when he's 18, and the first to do that in more than 2 decades. Josh Allen, a new level reached on the cover of Madden 24, something he calls a childhood dream. Madden, we know, is one of the biggest, most popular sports games on the market each year, and Allen's the first Bills player to ever be featured on the cover. There are 2 versions. That one jumping into the stands at Highmark Stadium, although it wasn't the real stands, a photo shoot with actors. And then this one, just Allen on the cover alone. That will be released later this summer. Well deserved for that.
First bill ever.
Yes,
I didn't know that.
See if he can top it off later this year, come February. Right. The Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah, I guess they weren't playing Madden in the long stretch of Bills Super Bowl runs.
No, right. none featured there. No. First one, but huge. He was very pumped about that. Bills Mafia as well.
Great to see that.
The air quality before we go here.
Yeah, it's improving. That's good. A big improvement from yesterday. We're in that kind of orange category. So we were in that very unhealthy to unhealthy range. So this is good to see. And I've even seen some spots that are in the moderate category, which is also good as well. Just monitor yourself and know that it could still be around. We may see a spike in the next few hours. We're not completely out of it yet. And I do think we see some significant improvements by tomorrow. Best chance for rain in this 8-day forecast, let's say Monday.
Yes, we need the smoke gone and we need the rain. Yeah. CBS Mornings coming up next. We're back here from News 8 in 30 minutes.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.